following Tuesday night's 7-0 win over Barnsley in the Carabao Cup. Attention now switches back to the bread and butter of the Premier League for Manchester United. So we decided to bring to you all the latest injury updates and team news. Stick around as we uncover them all. United travel to Selhurst Park to face Crystal Palace on Saturday with the ambition of recording back-to-back league wins for the first time this season. Erik Ten Hag's side defeated Southampton 3-0 at St Mary's last weekend to put successive league defeats behind them. Palace will likely pose a sterner test than Southampton and Barnsley, meaning Ten Hag will no doubt be warning his players to remain grounded despite two encouraging results. Not only did the win over Barnsley see United score a hatful of goals, it also gave Ten Hag the chance to get some minutes into the legs of fringe players, while United also came through it without encountering any fresh injury issues. With that said, here is a roundup of all the very latest on the United injury front ahead of Saturday's trip to the capital. Firstly, Victor Lindelof has not featured for United in any capacity since was taken off at halftime in their final pre-season friendly against Liverpool in the United States, speaking ahead of the defeat to Brighton and Hove Albion almost a month ago. Ten Hag said he was hopeful the Swede could return quickly, but he is yet to have been included in a matchday squad this term. For now, he is still not available for selection as he is still out with injury. Meanwhile, it was announced 3 days before United's Premier League opener against Fulham that Luke Shaw would miss the start of the season with a calf issue. It was hoped he would be available after the international break, but the clashes with Southampton and Barnsley arrived too soon. Ten Hag, speaking earlier this week, said he's progressing but not yet ready to be selected. He is progressing well. Of course, we have a plan in our head when he can be ready, but you're always dependent on how the progress will go, and you can't make a suggestion because there are so many factors. A plan can accelerate or slow down. It remains to be seen if he will be available for the trip to Selhurst Park. Ten Hag will provide a further update during his press conference. Meanwhile, Tyrell Malacia has not featured for United since the final day of the 2022 and 23 Premier League season because of a knee injury. He has been working hard on his rehabilitation program, and Ten Hag, at the start of August, said he could be back in contention within the next couple of months. He is not that far off, but he is now in a progress situation. At a relatively short notice, he can again return into team training and then into team performance in games. I think it would be possible to be available again in 2 months. So with that said, he won't be available for the game against Crystal Palace this weekend. Mason Mount, ahead of the defeat to Liverpool earlier this month, revealed he had suffered a minor muscle issue and, as a result, would face another spell on the sidelines. He suffered the blow in the defeat at Brighton and admitted he expected to be unavailable for a few games. After missing the clashes with Liverpool, Southampton and Barnsley, United announced he had returned to first-team training at Carrington on Wednesday, meaning he could be available for this weekend's trip to Palace, which is a huge boost for United as he will increase the options of the midfield role for Ten Hag to choose from. Rasmus Hojlund suffered a hamstring injury in the opening game of United's pre-season tour of the United States, being forced off just minutes after scoring in the 2-1 defeat to Arsenal in Los Angeles. It was anticipated he may have been available for the trip to Southampton last weekend, but the trip to the South Coast arrived too early for him to be involved, just as the Cup triumph against Barnsley did. However, just like Mount, he was pictured back involved in first-team training on Wednesday, meaning the trip to Palace could mark his long-awaited return. Ten Hag, when he hosts his pre-match press conference on Thursday afternoon, will likely issue an update on the chances of Mount and Hojlund featuring this weekend. Hojlund also announced that he is fit and ready on his Instagram account, posting a picture of him and Mason Mount back in training yesterday. So we expect to see them against Palace this weekend, either as starters or substitutes. The return of Hojlund will be a huge boost to United's attack, given the fact that they have struggled in front of goal this season. So I will be glad to see him in action. What are your thoughts on this latest injury boost for United? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for taking your time to watch this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Man United news and updates.